Good morning, all and sundry from near and far, to our first Sunday service of 2022. Here at the Unitarian Church of Vancouver, located on the corner of 49th and Oak Street. My name is Wei Kent. I am a member of our church's Worship Services Committee. Our interim parish minister, the Reverend Laura Cowton, does not lead this service today, nor has any minister. Our fire communion is a lay-led service. She will be back in our pulpit next Sunday, January 9th. The membership of this church acknowledges without qualification that these buildings are located, and these services take place on the traditional and unceded lands of the Musqueam, Tsleil-Waututh, and Squamish peoples. We are committed in this church to working against racial inequity and violence, and to overcoming the effects of colonization and its culture of privilege. We are Unitarians, we are Universalists, and we are Unitarian Universalists. We believe and we covenant to promote the inherent worth and dignity of all people, and we call ourselves to actions that accountably dismantle racism and systematic barriers to full inclusion in ourselves and in our institutions. We welcome you all out there in live stream land to our fire communion service this warming but still wintry Sunday morning. Here, during this brief hour, we gather to recast our trials of the past year into our strength of the coming year. Thank you for allowing us into our homes this morning, your homes this morning.
In ancient times, our pagan ancestors met to worship outside. They created a sacred space by outlining a circle. The circle provides a safe space to protect us and contain our energy. It allows us to attune to what is calling us. Today, we are not able to meet in person. Instead, we are scattered throughout the Lower Mainland and beyond. Let us all cast our own circles in the space we are in and have them joined together in a sacred space in which to gather for this fire communion. In your own space, determine which direction is to the east. We will start by pointing there and then outline a circle that contains us in a clockwise direction. The circle is cast by air and by fire. The circle is charged by water and by earth. What is within the circle is between the worlds. What is between the worlds does not concern the world, but can change the world. The four elements, air, fire, water, and earth, are especially sacred because they are the things that all life depends on. We all need air to breathe and water to drink. All life and growth on earth feed on the sun's energy. All our food, the minerals in our bodies, bone and blood, come from the earth. Whenever we begin a ritual, we call on the four elements. Each element goes with a different direction. There's a fifth element, too, that we call the center. We call that element spirit. So please stand as you are willing and able and face each direction, starting with the east. Again, we will be moving in a clockwise direction, facing each point. The last line of what I say, welcome spirits of the east, I invite you to repeat back to me. Now join with me as I welcome the elements and the directions on our shared sacred space, starting with facing east. Awaken, spirits of the east, spirits of air. On this winter day, come into our circle. Bring on the wind, the fragrances of the season, pine, cedar, and juniper. Welcome, spirits of the east.
Welcome, spirits of the east.
Now turn to the south. Awaken, spirits of the south, spirits of fire. Honor us with your presence. Let the warmth of the Yule log fill our hearts. Warm our mind, body, and spirit with your love. And on today, our fire communion, keep our cauldron alight so that we may reflect and let the past go. Welcome, spirits of the south.
Welcome, spirits of the south.
Now turn. Thank you. Awaken, spirits of the west, spirits of water, welcome into our circle. Bless us with your sacred water, be it rainfall or snowflakes. Welcome, spirits of the west.
Welcome, spirits of the west.
Awaken, spirits of the north, spirits of earth, enter our winter circle. Call in all of nature's creatures to celebrate the renewal of the earth. Welcome, spirits of the north.
Welcome, spirits of the north.
And now facing center again. Awaken, spirits of the center, rejoice with us at this sacred time while we honor the darkness and anticipate the return of the sun. Welcome, spirits of the center.
Welcome, spirits of the center.
Thank you. Now we light this chalice and honor the spirit that draws us together in this sacred time. Please join us in singing hymn 360.
Here we are gathered side by side, circle of kinship, come and step inside. May all who seek here find a kindly word. May all who speak here feel they have been heard. Sing now together this the heart's own song. Here we have gathered, called to celebrate days of a lifetime, matter small and great. We of all ages, women, children, men, infants and sages, sharing what we can. Sing now together this our heart's own song. Life has its battles, sorrows and regret, but in the shadows let us not forget. We who now gather know each other's pain. Kindness can heal us as we give, we gain. Sing now in friendship this our heart's own song.
Welcome, children of all ages, to our Fire Communion story. I'm stepping out. I'm not afraid. Everything's going to be fine. I'm hunting for perfection, and perfection is going to be mine. Oh, look, what's that? A mountain of doubt. Oh, no. Can't go over it, can't go under it, can't go around it, gotta go through it. What'll get me through it? Persistence will get me through. I'm striding out. I'm not afraid. Everything's gonna be fine. I'm hunting for persistence, and persistence is gonna be mine. Oh, look, what's that? The mighty fingers of judgment. Oh no, can't go over them, can't go under them, can't go around them. What'll get me through them? Compassion will get me through. I'm stepping out. I'm not afraid. Everything is gonna be fine. I'm hunting for perfection, and perfection is gonna be mine. Oh, look, what's that? A boiling sea of anger. Can't go over it, can't go under it, can't go around it. What'll get me through it? Love will get me through. I'm stepping out. I'm not afraid. Everything's gonna be fine. I'm hunting for perfection, and perfection is gonna be mine. Oh, look, what's that? A clamor of confusion. Can't go over it, can't go under it, can't go around it. What'll get me through it? Mindfulness will get me through. I'm stepping out. I'm not afraid. Everything is going to be fine. I'm hunting for perfection, and perfection is going to be mine. Oh, look. What's that? Everything is sparkling. Everything is really bright. Everything is beautiful. Everything is the same. Everything is cool. Everything is freezing. Everything's serene. Everything is dead. It's perfection. Run! Oh, here comes confusion. I choose mindfulness. Run! Here comes anger. I choose love. Here comes judgment. I choose compassion. Here comes doubt. I choose persistence. Whew. I'm stepping out, finding my way, choosing what's good day by day by day.
Good morning to each and every one of you. I wish you a wonderful new year full of delightful moments wherever you can find them. Like many other faith traditions, we have a candle lighting tradition to remember treasured individuals and important events. We have a few requests this morning. This first request may have already been spoken, but I think it's worth repeating. Bob Woodham requested that we light a candle in memory of Desmond Tutu, who passed away at the age of 90. Catherine Roback requests a candle for the health of her two dear friends in Victoria, Judy and Marilyn. Ron Gibson asks that we light a candle for his son Glenn, who has COVID but is doing all right. Catherine Hembling requests a candle for her family in Naxup, I think that's correct, Canmore, Kamloops, and Vancouver. Julia Myers asks for a candle for their daughter-in-law, Charmaine, whose grandmother died on New Year's Eve. Charmaine's labor is going to be induced on January 8th. We light our last candle for ourselves as a symbol of community and our care and concern for each other. Take good care.
Oh, hooray. Somebody put the stool down for me. You ready? Is that the high sign? Awesome. Thank you. Good morning and welcome. This fire communion today is built around letting go. Letting go, stepping into the freedom to be happy. This is from Thich Nhat Hanh. Letting go gives us freedom, and freedom is the only condition for happiness. If in our heart we still cling to anything, anger, anxiety, or possessions, we cannot be free. Letting go gives us freedom. What freedom is this, you ask? The freedom to choose. When we choose not to go through it, as Nan says, we lose the essence of life itself. You might have noticed this is not a dress rehearsal. Life shrinks or expands in proportion to our courage. A mind that is stretched by new experience can never go back to its old dimensions. Thank you, Oliver Wendell Holmes. So, quite the challenge. But here's the trick. Choose happiness on the journey through it. Louise Hay tells us how. It's only a thought you need to change. So, when it's your turn in your imagination, step up to that cauldron and let fly. Want to get rid of those kilos? Want to release the fearful what-ifs? Want to clear the clutter out of your abode, your heart, the clutter in your mind? Here's a super science moment. I'm addicted to science, and I love the keeping up with the latest and greatest from well-researched journals and experimental results. So, the advice that we're giving currently is to keep your eye on the prize. Research tells us that what sustains a commitment to exercise, for example, is to think about the outcome. Paint the outcome the way you want it to be. So if it's happiness you're looking for, think about how great your body's going to feel. Step into the process. Step through it with the outcome in mind. Every step. Think happy ending. It's only a thought you need to change. This fire communion will be in 3 parts. After we light the fire, we will have 3 readings, each ending with 1 minute of silent meditation. So once we've lit the cauldron, whenever you are ready, step up to that cauldron burning in your heart and release. As you do this, Sherry will drop a sprig of rosemary with your offerings into the fire. She has supernatural powers and knows exactly your moment of release. So, Sherry, I invite you to light the cauldron. It'll go. Our first words are from Patrick Overton. It's about facing the moment. When you walk to the edge of all the light you have and take that first step into the darkness of the unknown, you must believe that one of two things will happen. There will be something solid for you to stand upon, or you'll be taught how to fly. So I invite you to drop your attention down into your heart. And why? This is a super science moment. The Heart Math Institute measures heart vibrations and EMF waveforms that your heart produces. The simple act of focus calms and regulates your heart. A gentle, even sine wave emerges. Wait, listen, watch for a thought to appear. Pause. Ask, is this thought in my best interest? Choice. Keep it or let it go. Repeat, wait, watch, pause. Choose, keep or release. So I leave you with 1 minute to think about what you're going to release if you're ready. This next reading, suggested by Mary Bennett. Thank you, Mary. Put down that bag of potato chips, that white bread, that bottle of pop. Turn off that cell phone, computer, and remote control. Open the door, and then close it behind you. Take a breath offered by friendly winds. They travel the earth, gathering essences of plants to clean. Give it back with gratitude. If you sing, it will give your spirit lift to fly to the stars, ears, and back. Acknowledge this earth who has cared for you since you were a dream, planting itself precisely within your parents' desire. Let your moccasin feet take you to the encampment of the guardians who have known you before time, who will be there after time. They sit before the fire that has been there without time. Let the earth stabilize your post-colonial insecure jitters. Be respectful of the small insects, birds, and animal people who accompany you. Ask their forgiveness for the harm we humans have brought down upon them. Don't worry, the the heart knows the way, though there may be high rises, interstates, checkpoints, armed soldiers, massacres, wars, and those who will despise you because they despise themselves. The journey might take you a few hours, a day, a year, a few years, 100, 1,000, or even more. Watch your mind. Without training, it might run away and leave your heart for the immense human feast set by the thieves of time. Do not hold regrets. When you find your way to the circle, to the fire kept burning by the keepers of your soul, you will be welcomed. You must clean yourself with cedar, sage, or other healing plant. Cut the ties you have to failure and shame. Let go the pain you're holding in your mind, your shoulders, your heart, all the way to your feet. Let go the pain of your ancestors to make way for those who are heading in our direction. Ask for forgiveness. Call upon the help of those who love you. These helpers take many forms: animal, element, bird, angel, saint, stone, or ancestor. Call your spirit back. It may be caught in corners and creases of shame, judgment, and human abuse. You must call in a way that your spirit will want to return. Speak to it as you would to a beloved child. Welcome your spirit back from its wandering. It may return in pieces, in tatters. Gather them together. They will be happy to be found after being lost for so long. Your spirit will need to sleep a while after it is bathed and given clean clothes. Now you can have a party. Invite everyone you know who loves and supports you. Keep room for those who have no place else to go. Make a giveaway, and remember, keep the speeches short. Then you must do this. Help the next person find their way through the dark. 1 minute of meditation, please. Silence. Some things to release, to choose, to keep or release. Thoughts to definitely release: woulda, coulda, and shoulda. Gerald Jampolsky would say, don't should on yourself. So mind your language and choose to release fear, guilt, and worry. As I told my mom, who was prone to fretfulness, worry's like a rocking chair. Keeps you busy, gets you nowhere. The antidote, the remedy: choose forgiveness. Let go of mistakes, but keep the lessons. In conversation with Elizabeth, the 7-year-old granddaughter, the love of my life, one of them, I asked, I was facing a very tippy trampoline experience. But Elizabeth, what if I can't do this? What if I fail? Nana, failure is how you learn. This I know, that if I haven't failed, I haven't pushed myself far enough. There is more to life to experience and more room to grow. And one last reading, community. And thanks, Nan, for this suggestion. Community means strength. This is from Starhawk. We are all longing to go home to some place we have never been, a place half remembered and half envisioned. We can only catch glimpses from time to time. Community. Somewhere, there are people to whom we can speak with passion without having the words catch in our throats. Somewhere, a circle of hands will open to receive us. Eyes will light up as we enter. Voices will celebrate with us whenever we come into our own power. Community means strength that joins our strength to do the work that needs to be done. Arms to hold us when we falter. A circle of healing, a circle of friends, somewhere where we can be free. And our last minute of meditation before we move on. Thank you, Elliot. And Sherry's preparing to douse the chalice flame. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. After Sherry douses the flame, then she'll close the circle and release the directions.
As we approach the end of our time together, we release with gratitude the directions and their elements, starting with facing to the north, behind us. There we go. Spirits of the north, spirits of earth, thank you for your presence in our circle today, for sharing your stability and growth. Hail and farewell, spirits of the north.
Hail and farewell, spirits of the north.
Turning to the west. Spirits of the West, spirits of water, thank you for your presence in our circle today, for sharing your deep mysteries and intuition. Hail and farewell, spirits of the West. Spirits of the South, spirits of fire, thank you for your presence in our circle today, for sharing your inspiration and courage, and on today, our fire communion, take away that which no longer serves us. Hail and farewell, spirits of the South.
Hail and farewell, spirits of the South.
Spirits of the East, spirits of air, thank you for your presence in our circle today, for sharing your perspective and wisdom. Hail and farewell, spirits of the East.
Hail and farewell, spirits of the East.
And facing center again. Spirits of the Center, thank you for your presence in our circle today, for sharing your sense of creativity and connection. Hail and farewell, spirits of the Center.
Hail and farewell, spirits of the Center.
And now we will slice open the circle that we cast earlier. The circle is open but unbroken. May the love of the earth be ever in our hearts. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. Please join us in singing hymn 346, Come Sing a Song with Me.
Come sing a song with me. Come sing a song with me. Come sing a song with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you hope when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Come dream a dream with me. Come dream a dream with me. Come dream a dream with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you hope when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring you a song of love and a rose in the winter time.
Come walk in rain with me. Come walk in rain with me. Come walk in rain with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you hope when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time.
Come connect online with me. Come connect online with me. Come connect online with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you hope when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time.
Good morning and Happy New Year. My name is Ingrid Luters. I'm a new member of the Vancouver Unitarians Board of Trustees. An introduction to other members of the board can be found on the Vancouver Unitarians website at ucv.im/board. Every week we have the opportunity through our offerings to support the work of UCV and our wider community. Until the end of February, part of your Sunday offerings will go to Quest Outreach Society. They provide healthy and affordable food to clients referred by various nonprofit and healthcare services. By bridging the gap between food banks and traditional grocery stores, Quest provides a grocery store experience based on principles of dignity, access, and sustainability. Almost all of Quest's food is donated by local food partners from across British Columbia and delivered across 5 Lower Mainland markets at reduced cost to their client communities. Please give generously. On our website, you will see links to donate online and instructions for different payment options. We are grateful for all the ways you can contribute to this community. Please join me now in our affirmation of gratitude. Let us be grateful when we are able to give, for many do not have that privilege. Let us be grateful for all those who share their gifts, for we are enriched by their giving. And let us be grateful even for our needs, so that we may be held by the generosity of others. Thank you.
We've been jumping around a lot because we've been missing a couple of people, but it took no less than 12 warm bodies to put this offering together for all of you. I just want to express my gratitude to all of those people who, in small ways or large, made this happen for you. But the point being that without you, we wouldn't have a service. You are the most important part. Showing up, going through it, as Nan says, whatever it took to get here, to make it happen, and to participate. So I'm really appreciating and very grateful for your presence. Just a note on gratitude. This is the absolute third science moment in this section, and the research on the science of gratitude might just blow you away. This is from November 2021. The science of gratitude has been shown in peer-reviewed studies to have tremendous positive effects on mental and physical health. But here's the trick: how to supercharge those efforts. It turns out that you can supercharge the effects on your body and your health by receiving or perceiving gratitude rather than giving it. So you just received my gratitude. And what do you do with this? In your new gratitude journal, about 3 times a week, you need to put pen to paper. That's part of the study, writing things out by hand. And you do it for about 3 times a week for about 5 minutes is the recipe that they recommend. So please accept the first entry in your new gratitude journal. Without you stepping up, tuning in, and turning on to consider these messages, our team efforts are worthless. We need you. Please remember your important role here. This is from Andrew Huberman, Huberman Lab podcast number 47. This gratitude practice will shift your physiology at the level of your immune system. Thank you, Wei.
And thank you, Wendy. Just so you know, we couldn't have done this service without you. Thank you. The new year lays open before us. It will tell stories of sadness and happiness, despair and hope, stagnation and change, and the story of a peaceful stillness that transcends all. May you write your name in the new year, in shining ink stirred from the tears of the past and the sweet flower essence of the hoped-for future. May you know who you have been and who you are, and bless your future with loving, brave intention. My friends, go now in peace.
And remember the coffee hour.
Remember the company. And please, yes, remember our coffee hour. We would love you to attend. We'd love to hear from you and see and hear what you think on this or any other topic. The coffee hour is at ucv.im/coffee. It's that simple. See you there. And thank you. Yes, and carry the flame.